Now let us go to question number 7. Besides issues regarding peace and stability in the region, Modi dashed India's energy concerns and said although Iran supplied as much as 11% of its needs, it had reduced oil dash from the West Asian country, even though this hurt the economy. You have options: described and exports, studied and security, delineated and imports, explained and projects, reduced and responsibility. From the given sentence, we can infer that in addition to discussing about peace and stability, Modi also discussed about India's energy concerns. In the context of this sentence, the words that are suitable for the first blank are described, delineated and explained. Option B and E are eliminated. The clue to the second blank lies in the word from, after it indicates that a reduction in what India was taking hurt the economy. The only word that apply conveys the meaning is exports, expressing that a reduction in oil exports from Iran but hurt India's economy. Exports means the opposite and projects is irrelevant to the meaning of this sentence. This eliminates option A and D as well. Hence, option C will be the right choice, that is delineated and imports. Besides issues regards peace and stability in the region, Modi delineated India's energy concerns and say way it had reduced oil imports from the West Asian, even though this hurt the economy. Now let us move to question number 8. The government must consider setting up a dash agency under the Ministry of Labour to deal with developing standards, monitoring establishments and dash of standards across the economy. We have options: dedicated and enforcement, recurrent and solemnity, committed and seriousness, exclusive and manual, and dodgy and cooperation. The word agency after the first blank indicates that the word describes the nature of agency that is to be set up. In the context of the sentence, the words which are suitable for the first blank are dedicated, committed and exclusive. Hence, options B and E are eliminated. The aforementioned agency is supposed to deal with developing standards, monitoring establishments, and the second line has to be in line with the nature of these functions. The only word that makes the sentence meaningfully correct is enforcement, indicating that the agency should also take care of the implementation of standards. The words seriousness and manual are irrelevant to the context of this sentence. This eliminates option C and D as well. So the right option would be option A, that is dedicated and enforcement. The government must consider setting up a dedicated agency monitoring establishments and enforcement of standards across the economy. Now let us move to question number 9. To believe that the problem of dash journals on the UGC's whitelist is the sole issue awaiting dash in the university would be naive. We have options: dangerous and test, silly and visit, dubious and resolution, future and development, useless and help. The word problem reflects to a tone of difficulty and demanding, and hence only dangerous and dubious would fit the blank. Options B, D and E lack the reasoning and can be eliminated. Since the word awaiting before the second blank points towards the solution of the problem mentioned previously, resolution would fit the blank aptly. So, option A, which is inappropriate with the test, can also be eliminated. So, the right option would be option C, that is, to believe that the problem of dubious journals on the UGC's whitelist is the sole issue awaiting resolution in the university would be naive. So that would be the right option. Now let us move to question number 10. It is the center's responsibility to ensure that the Environment Protection Act, the dash law that enables anti-pollution rules to be issued, is dash in letter and spirit. So if you look at the sentence, it refers to the main law that permits and anti-pollution laws to be issued. Hence, overarching principle and primary would fit in the first blank. Hence, option B and E can be eliminated. The later part of the sentence goes on to say that the law must be followed in letter and spirit, which means that both the literal meaning and the intent of the law should be followed. So, the appropriate word here would be implemented. Rejected means the opposite, so option D should be eliminated. Controlled is irrelevant as the sentence is talking about the execution of the law. So it negates the possibility of option C as well. Hence option A will be the right choice, that is overarching and implemented. So the statement has to be read in this context. It is the center's responsibility to ensure that the Environment Protection Act, the overarching law that enables anti-pollution rules to be issued, is implemented in letter and spirit. Now let us move to the next part, that is question number 11. Here two blanks, each blank indicating that something has been omitted. So we have to choose the set of words for each blank that best fits in the context of the sentence. That is question number 11. The short-term priority is to remove dash clauses in policies and dash coverage to as many people as possible. You have options: defamatory and exempt, discriminatory and expand, enriching and withheld, degrading and magnifies, and boring and stop. So the sentence refers to removal of clauses that have negative intent. Hence defamatory, discriminatory and degrading would fit in the first blank. Hence option C and E can be eliminated. The later part of the sentence goes on to say that after the removal of the aforementioned clauses, the coverage of the policies should be increased. So the appropriate word here would be expand, making option B the correct answer. Option D would have been correct if it was magnifying instead of magnifies. Hence option B will be the correct answer, that is discriminatory and expand. The short-term priority is to remove discriminatory clauses in policies and expand coverage to as many people as possible. Now let us move to question number 12. The activities approved for totting up a teacher's dash performance indicator or many dash beyond teaching and research. You have options: popularity and training, academic and extending, cuteness and going, strength and power, and happiness and great. Option D and E are grammatically incorrect. Option A and C are contextually inappropriate. They present an absurd meaning and hence can be eliminated. Option B fits in the tone and context of the sentence and hence it could be the correct answer. So the activities approved for totting up a teacher's academic performance indicator or many extending beyond teaching and research will be the right way of expression.